People, hello, how are we? Hopefully we're all doing well. I'm Tom. Anthony Joshua, the biggest name in British boxing. Deontay Wilder, the biggest name in American boxing. These two were on a collision course destined to fight, and it just never happened. Why? What was missing? And will we ever see it? I don't think we're ever going to see it, to be honest with you. And quite frankly, even if we do, who really cares at this point? For a long while in boxing, the biggest fight to be made was Anthony Joshua versus Deontay Wilder. But now, not only does it look like it's never going to happen, like I said, even if it does happen, no one really cares anymore. It's not that big a fight. No one wants to see it. Two giants of the boxing world, two giants in general, two undefeated heavyweights on a collision course for undisputed. It was going to be an explosive matchup. Both were punchers, both with renowned power. It was brilliant, and the build-up would have been fantastic. The build-up was fantastic. It would have been an amazing fight. It was O versus O. Someone's O has to go. Undefeated versus undefeated. Undisputed. America versus the United Kingdom, puncher versus puncher. It had everything. Heavyweights as well. The build-up for this fight would have been huge. But as seems to always be the case, boxing politics just got in the way. The landscape of boxing promotions and broadcast partners and broadcast rights, then you add in the mandatory, just added another layer of complexity to it. And after Wilder lost to Fury, that fight was gone. His O was gone, and that put a huge peg in kind of the making of this fight. And really, at that point onward, it just seemed like it was never going to happen. Looking more specifically at the two fighters, you've got Deontay Wilder, known for his ferocious power, knocking people out left, right, and centre. He wasn't the most technical boxer. No one cared. No one watched him for a boxing display. You watched him because he could be losing the fight for all 12 rounds. And the very last second, on the back foot, bang, whacks you with a jab, you're out cold. He was really that powerful. Everyone he'd ever fought, he knocked out. The only person in the distance with him was Ortiz, and he rematched him and then knocked him out. This, coupled with his aggressive style, meant he was a force in the boxing world. No one made it the distance with him. Anthony Joshua, on the other hand, while still being considered a puncher, a very powerful puncher, was no more as a boxing technician than Wilder was. He was known for his combinations. He was known for the way he'd set his punches up. He's got that boxing pedigree. He's got the Olympic gold medal. He was known for that, coupled with the power. But he was known for being, or people thought he wasn't as powerful as Wilder. So it was, will Wilder's power just land and catch him first, or will AJ's boxing ability and combinations and the way he sets these punches up be enough to eventually land one on Wilder? The fact this fight never happened, though, leaves a bit of a sour taste in the mouth. A sense of disappointment sort of lingering around. But perhaps, just perhaps, this near miss might just be the catalyst for something even bigger in the future. This, I like to think, is a big reason Saudis have got involved. The introduction of the Saudis has meant that we've seen big fights being made. Maybe the AJ Wilder fight will be the reason, well, we haven't seen that, but will be the reason people don't have to wait around for these fights in the future anymore. This could be the reason we're being rushed into seeing the AJ Fury fight now. Because actually, the longer you wait, the more you leave it and try and build it up, you leave more time for mistakes to be made. Fury losing to Usyk, AJ now losing to Dubois. It's meaning we're not having to wait to see these big fights. And hopefully we'll see more like this soon in the future. People, let me know your thoughts on this fight down in the comment section down below. Let me know who you think would have won if they met in their prime, rather than, AJ was supposed to fight Jarrell Miller in the US for his debut. Maybe instead of fighting Jarrell Miller, he could have fought, Wilder then. Or if Miller never pulled out and he beat Miller, then fights Wilder. In this alternate universe, alternate timeline, who do you think would have won if they fought in their prime, both undefeated? I've got AJ. I think AJ's too big. Also very powerful, but also just too good a boxer. Let me know your thoughts, people. Maybe I'm wrong. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. Make sure you leave a like, comment, subscribe if you know how YouTube works. Peace.